What's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today we're jumping into some more Orcs Must Die Unchained. This time we are revisiting the throne room, and this is for a request. Somebody needed some more help going through this, and I wanted to show them an example of something that works for me. The main issue here with the soldiers on the throne room on Rift Lord is pretty much just that they resist any sort of burst damage, and you really have to deal consistent damage over time to get rid of them. Fire damage is pretty much king at getting that done, and so I like to use that. Now, in addition to the grinders here, if you don't want to use the pounder because it's really not necessary if you're using floor spikes as well, you can just go for Spitfire walls too, and there's a lot of areas where you get double walls, and 2 wall traps usually seems to be pretty good in most decks, depending on the map that you're playing. These traits I'm sure Nithyl has, and then we're using the firewall bracers, Mage's Clover, and 2 default guardians. So let's hop in, see how this all works out. The barricade has a revenge rune, Brimstone has an XP siphon, Grinder has a debilitation resonator, had to think on that one. Floor Scorcher has a Unchained resonator, and then the floor spikes should be a debilitation resonator. There's also one in, no, I'm sorry, floor spikes are fire resonator. There's another debilitation resonator in the ceiling ballista. If you only have one, take it out of the ceiling ballista. It is probably the least used trap on this map, and the most expensive.
Fire everywhere.
All right, here we go. So, because speed is so important here, I'm gonna grab Hotfoot. The quicker you can get Smolder to and from her destination and dealing her damage, the better off you are. Also, you want to be able to move through enemies quickly to set them all on fire, and Hotfoot just helps you do all of that.
This will hurt.
You can set up one set of barricades here and another over here. Later on, you'll have a ton of money with the way that I usually set this up, and you'll see why shortly. I'm using pretty inexpensive traps overall, and other than the fire discount, that is pretty much all I have.
I like it. This will hurt. Another surprise.
Okay. Now you can set up another guardian here. That one's going to die at some point, but he will help you fend off a few enemies.
Enemy has opened a minion portal.
Now when you get the enemies come up and start beating down the door, you want to take a look at the HP. As soon as it empties, drop your firewall and roast them. You want to try to Inferno or Incinerate relatively early. The goal is really to get their HP down to their health gate as soon as possible so that the burn damage kills them off and they don't continue living. And you can see how effective that is right there.
This will hurt.
I'm going to hop back here and heal up for just a few moments. So remember, the goal is really to just, for the bears, you want your burst damage, which is why the spikes are up there and why the spikes are useful. For the soldiers, it's all about that fire. As they group up, it becomes even more important, so make sure you keep layering it on. Don't give them any breathing room. You'll notice almost as soon as you use Incinerate, they die. And that's entirely intentional. Okay.
The enemy army is attacking on another front.
Yep. Yes, they are.
Don't worry. This should stop.
Alright.
They've broken through a gate.
So with that, you'll...
Barricades
Whoa.
are under attack.
Alright, at least I managed to live. I have wall building PhD, so most of these guys aren't really going to do too much. Got away barely again there. And your goal is to both take out any of the bears, including this one, just to make sure that their HP doesn't regen and they don't interrupt you from dealing all of your damage. And after that, I think you should largely be okay. I'm gonna drop a firewall there just to see if we can get some more burning going on. These guys are sort of wasting my time now. Die, please. Okay. Everybody seems to be somewhat deadish.
There.
Let's get the rest of this going. I need one more barricade. Those are going to get blown up by a couple of other things soon, so we're not that worried about it. Alright, so those guys hit their gates at some very weird points. The heavy soldiers, that's pretty much what makes them heavy. It's really hard to kill them with burst damage, even more so than the smaller guys. So you can deal with this bottom gate somewhat comfortably before you have to turn around and deal with the guys that come from the top.
This is how I feel.
No, no you don't. Okay, these guys are pretty much done now. Gotta watch these archers. They're pretty much just there to try to take out your guardian when you're not paying attention. Alright, so finally finish this off. Get that there.
I like
Brimstones, another spike.
this will hurt. Another
They've
surprise.
summoned the boss minion.
Okay, and now while I'm
Like making
doing
a
all of this,
campfire.
there's a couple of other areas that I could actually be
It must be destroyed.
placing damage, and I'll be doing that in just a few moments. I just want to prevent this from spawning because this is the worst thing that could happen to you. They will just run straight into the rift, nothing you can do about it. Alright, let this heal up just a bit. Now I haven't placed enough traps into that center area, so I'm pretty much counting on the Guardian to do everything here, which is pretty much a bad idea. But, because all he's got left is bears, he's just going to die.
Boss minion defeated.
Thank you.
To feel desire is to play with fire.
Alright. Nice. This guy's actually staying alive. That's a really good sign. Starting wave 6 just at the 5-minute mark is an extremely good sign for you as well.
This will hurt.
Let's go ahead and hop through here. And you can sort of roast these guys a little bit as they
Our
come through.
barricades are under attack. They've destroyed our barricades.
And that's what I meant about those bottom barricades being destroyed. It's gonna happen.
I like it.
Don't worry about it.
I like it.
That track goes on the wall. That track goes on the wall.
A guardian has been defeated.
And there goes the top guardian, which is completely okay. So everything coming through here should be pretty much on fire. We still have enough cash to go ahead and rebuild these
I need
if
healing.
we absolutely want to, so that's not really going to be an issue either.
Not likely.
Let's actually see if I can get over here and get this done.
Like making a
1,
campfire.
2, and then some
Don't
Bernie
worry.
bits right there.
This should stop them.
And
Fire consumes
there we
all.
go.
Even me sometimes.
so there's a couple more places where we can actually get traps that are functional here. We're going to build those after this wave actually gets started. And I really can start playing a bit more carelessly now that I have the time reduction for From the Ashes, because it's a really, really useful ability. Alright, nice. And the only thing that is running through there is a Pride Hunter. Gonna grab Resilient, which will give me more health and mana back after From the Ashes activates. And then when I'm out of the way of those fire mages, I'm gonna pop my Mage's Clover. Don't do it when you're near them, because they will wind up and fire attacks through minions that you won't be able to see until the fireball's literally in your face, and then it's very, very bad.
Another surprise. There.
Okay, now that we're pretty much just floating in money, I'm gonna start putting up some ballistas. If you are here, you can sort of bait these guys into blowing up early.
Our barricades are under attack.
If you are lower level, you probably would have lost those, the barricades that is, because their HP is dependent on their level. And if you do, you can see I've just gained the money necessary to put them back. Go ahead and do so. You'll want those there pretty much up until the last actual wave, so that's good. Alright, they're gonna burn to death. And we just want to get out here and say hi to Sarge.
Boss defeated.
Dust in the wind.
Alright, thank you for that mana. And these grinders really sort of clean everything up for you.
Another surprise. Another surprise.
And we're just going to make sure that everything's burning all the time. I think we're pretty much good. 922 on the 9th wave. Yeah, we're good. There's a barricades getting blown up again. So really just expect the barricades to go.
I can't do that now.
Actually, let me just set the... Oh, okay. Didn't expect them to be close enough to actually do anything to me.
Our barricades are under attack.
Oh no.
The unstable rift was not destroyed. Enemy minions incoming.
The only earth elementals.
I ate some chili peppers.
They've destroyed our barricades.
Yeah, the barricades they destroy. Super not important ones. They destroyed that barricade that's at the very top of the upper left area. Huh, he died to all the fire traps. Nice. Oh, the Guardian will be hot for a few seconds. Oh, didn't get over here in time to put it up. Good, that means it doesn't take any damage. There we go.
Our barricades are under attack.
Guess I was wrong. But it's a good idea if enemies path over here that if you have these facing this way, it will knock enemies into that little crevice, and it works. That was a really big one. Let me get out of here though. From the Ashes is almost done its cooldown, and I got a health potion, so pretty much saved. There you go. Flipping enemies on those floor scorchers is absolutely worth it. Can't recover health if you're dead. Alright, finally got spontaneous combustion. I am always on fire and it no longer costs mana. Main thing here is to take these giants out before they get anywhere. And I think for the most part I'm done here.
This should stop them. There. Perfect.
There's not really anything else you need to do here. Once you get all of these ballistas up, they'll pretty much guarantee that whatever you want dead is.
Watch out! An unstable rift is opening. Get to it and destroy it.
Now, if you absolutely don't want to have to think about anything, you can put a few ballistas up in this corner here, and that'll prevent you from ever having to come look at it, which can save you a bit of time. I had the money to do it a few times, but of course I'm spamming ballistas in other places. Just, you know, think about where to spend your time.
More firepower.
Alright. Everything's on fire, just the way I like it. Whoop. Almost ran into the pit there. Alright, so we're starting the last wave with about 2 minutes to go, which is more than enough time to finish it. Nothing should really get anywhere. And this is pretty much just the wave ending now. Or the game. These guys are going to get roasted coming out. The spikes, brimstone, and ballistas are going to be doing some amazing work here. Don't let the giants get anywhere though. Nice, nice. Okay.
They've summoned the boss minion.
Now we get over here and take out the bears, and their boss is coming.
Hot potato.
The boss minion is down.
Thank you for your mana.
Wait for me.
And don't worry about taking out the mages immediately. There's a few other enemies running up behind them that are going to eat up even more of your time, and have about 45 seconds left to kill them. They won't even get past the stairs. So
I wish my
there we go.
assistance was invaluable.
Now that was pretty tight. There's only about 35 seconds of spare time there. It's generally the way that a lot of this goes, unless you have a character that moves really fast like Midnight. But my guess is that you'll have a bit less hero damage dealt if you're using Smolder, and a bit less trap damage dealt, and have to make up for it a little bit more with hero damage, which shouldn't be too difficult for you. But it may eat up a few more of these seconds. Try that out and let me know what you think of it. And if need be, we can try to tweak it some more. But either way, for everybody else tuning in, I sincerely hope you enjoyed that, and maybe that helps you guys out. It's a look at Throne Room as of patch 2.1. And I guess it does seem like it's a bit more difficult now, just with the way that the enemies spawn. Like, unless you clear them all extremely fast at the gates, you really have very little free time. If you let anything walk anywhere, it's a problem. So cheap traps are really going to be what shine here. But if you happen to have a smashing deals, which can lower the damage or the cost of your normal traps, that's actually what I would probably recommend taking. It'll let you get up a few more spikes, and the ballistas will be much cheaper. And there's a couple of other things you can do here too. Like over here, I was able to kill the sappers, the dwarven explosive guys that come out of here, and they would have blown up these barricades anyway, but I had another set over here to prevent them from pathing into the rift, If you are feeling particularly unsafe or you have lower level barricades, build a second set over here. And even if they blow up the first set, you'll be fine. Either way, thanks for watching. Hope this helped you guys out. And until next time, as always, have a good one, folks.